Hi everyone, this is Liz here. Hope you're well and waiting for my next movie explanation, or is it my sadism? So folks, today we are going to discuss Hollywood's most awaited supernatural movie, The Conjuring 3. Oh, to tell you the truth, it is my personally hot favorite. Oh, I love the movie and I would love to give you folks this explanation. The best thing about the movie is that it keeps you focused, it doesn't allow you to escape any moment. Each and every moment is full of interest, fascination, it's full of surprise, thrill and adventure till the last moment. It captures your overwhelming attention and you start questioning and imagining by yourself what will happen next. Today I would also like to give you some information about its director and business. It was a box office hit and still is gaining a lot of business day by day. Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It is directed by Michael Chaves with a screenplay David Leslie Johnson-McGoldrick from a story by McGoldrick and James Wan. The Devil Made Me Do It was released by Warner Brothers. The film was grossed $197 million against a budget of $39 million and received mixed reviews from critics, who praised the performances of Wilson and Farmiga but criticized the screenplay. So folks, today I would like to share my personal experience with you that I love to see horror movies in dim light. So dim up your lights, get focused, as horror movies are the best observed in slight darkness at its peak. Gather some momentum, sit back, relaxed as you enjoy my video. So I don't want to keep you waiting, so let's begin the story. The story begins from the Glatzel house in 1981, where horror was spread completely. The mologist Ed and Lorraine Warren document the exorcism of 8-year-old David Glatzel, attended by his family, his sister Debbie, her boyfriend Arne Johnson, and Father Gordon in Brookfield, Connecticut. During the exorcism, Arne invites demon to enter his body instead of David's. Ed witnesses the demon transport itself from David's body to Arnie's while he suffers from a heart attack and is taken to a hospital in a comatose state. The following month, Ed wakes up at a hospital and reveals to Lorraine that he witnessed the demon enter Arnie's body. She sends the police to the kennel, where Debbie and Arnie's apartment is, and where Debbie works, warning them that a tragedy will occur there. Arne and Debbie return to their apartment after feeling unwell and seeing supernatural visions. Arne murders his landlord Bruno, who is a very best friend of him, under the influence of demonic possession by stabbing him 22 times. With the support of the Warrens, his case becomes the first American murder trial to claim demonic possession as a defense, resulting in the beginning of an investigation into David's original possession. The Warrens later discover a satanic curse passed on through a witch's totem and meet with Costner, a former priest who previously dealt with disciples of the Ram cult. He tells them that an occultist had intentionally left the totem, resulting in the creation of a curse on the Glatzels, causing the possession of David. The Warrens travel to Danvers, Massachusetts to investigate the death of Katie Lincoln, who was also stabbed 22 times. Detectives had found a totem at home of Katie's girlfriend Jessica, who is missing. Lorraine initiates a vision to recreate the murder and discovers that Jessica had stabbed Katie under the influence of demonic possession before jumping to her death off cliff, which allows detectives to recover her body. The Warrens travel to the funeral home where her body rests, and Lorraine touches the corpse's hand to help find the location of the cultist. Lorraine, in a vision, travels dark through the tunnel and witnesses the occultist attempting to have Arne kill himself, but stops her just in time. Lorraine is threatened by the cultist and she tells Ed that the connection works both ways. The Warrens return to their house in Connecticut to investigate further. Ed briefly loses consciousness and was later influenced by the occultist into killing Lorraine, but was stopped by Drew in time. They later found the totem in their house, which was hidden inside waves of black roses. Drew gives a book to the strengthened witchcraft he found to Ed and states that for the curse to be lifted, The altar in which the occultist operates must be destroyed. When they realize Katie attended nearby Fairfield University, they began to assume the occultist is operating in that area. Lauren returns to the casino for help, and he reveals that he had raised a daughter named Isla. In violation of the requirement of clerical celibacy in the Catholic Church, he tells Lorraine that during his research, her fascination for the occult grew, later becoming the occultist. When the occultist arrives, Costner gives Lorraine access to the tunnel, where she locates the altar. The occultist kills him. Ed soon arrives and finds his way into the tunnel through a locked drain hole with sledgehammer. He is briefly possessed by the occultist and attempts to kill Lorraine, but she retells him of the time they first met, reminding him of their love. Ed regains his consciousness and destroys the altar, saving himself, Lorraine, and Arne. The occultist arrives at a broken altar, only to be killed by the demon she had summoned after failing to complete the curse. Ed places the cup from the altar in their room for artifacts, along with Wallach painting and Annabelle doll. Arne is convicted of manslaughter but ends up serving only 5 years of his sentence after marrying Debbie while in prison. Ed shows Lorraine a replica of the gazebo they first kissed, and they kiss each other. So folks, hope you liked my video. So stay in touch and keep waiting for my next video. By the way, if you folks haven't subscribed and liked my video, then go and hit it. What are you folks waiting for? And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified of my new video. Anyway, thanks a lot for your appreciation. That is needed the most. I appreciate your concern, and also do comment. Take care. See you soon.